What's up, guys? Welcome to yet another edition of 54 Bliss. Today we are going to be talking about current and social issues in the country. Let's go check out what people think about what is going on in the country. Kennedy, Japan, any Anas issue, no? Who saying?
Oh, the Ametima can say, new maybe I say, one to Kwansuye because you see, an podcast, air doors or minimum. I say, one more free, be free and fair.
So, what do you say? Sena Anas all call with the whole corruption thing. Sena almost saki amount for free because of the corruption. Yamana ekosun. What do you say? Sena equine offers na okay yana.
Oh, the Ametima can say equine Indian can one in Nenso no a do baby. Ushemu I say product as the air beam too much because I say I dare no a normal kasa toho and my young man because you see ano akwese obi kwaji sika if you be honoma e do baby onoso ya onoso so obua no enoso onoso gisika ewo nioma na ode so won wakọ print e dia ba say figure emhwe bi na ye na ye mbu oman no onoso gisika nti dem to aga say onoso corrupt ni bi fi no
okay na isi madam no o say yapam no enu ne dwumayefo mienu. Would you say a political issue and I say a sending a coso officer?
Oh, a beer, and it's a beer account because of Blanny dear. Oh, boy, I say, she said, oh, Metumaka say, and yes, will be a unit. The Metumakan, and yes, will be a unit because a man bunny in a boy of mine because so yes, or mine, unqua will be dear show butoma, and what I say in a opinion, a more minor, no money cost of mine.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
I want to ask you about Anas and Kennedy, Japan's issue at the moment. What do you think about it?
Oh, okay. For me, I think that first of all, I want to commend Anas for his good works. But you see, in Ghana, we think everybody has his opinion, and Kennedy Japan has his opinion. Last time I heard him spoke about the fact that he is not against Anas, but he is against the method Anas is using. And I am also not against the method Anas is using because I believe that there is no better way Anas could get that particular information if he does not entrap people. So that is what I think. So
you the way Anas is going with the whole issue, you think that's right because a lot of people are being laid off at work. You think what he's doing is right? Is he on the right path, the right way to go about it?
Yeah, when you look at the video of the GFA officials, you realize that I think 3 people refused the bribe. Now, if it is part of you, you don't want to receive bribe. When the man approach you with the issue or with bribe, I don't think you are going to accept it in that way. But it is because those who accepted the bribe have been doing it and then there are no people to check. And that's went and then they fell into it.
So what's your take on the EC boss issue and her 2 members that has been laid off? Do you think it's political or there's something more to it?
Oh, I think I heard I think at Dome FM that it was not the president who sacked the EC boss and then the other 2 people, but it was from the constitution demands that the woman should be sacked. I don't think this is political. I just think that once the constitution or once the woman has gone or the people have gone against the constitution, they should be fired and then. But I don't think as a country we should waste much time on this. We should just find people, just move on and then. Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you? So I want to ask you questions on Kennedy, Japan and Anas issue at the moment. What do you think of it?
The diplomatic side of me, would say that, oh, Kennedy shouldn't be saying all that he's saying because he's a respectable man and an honorable, and he shouldn't be making such utterances in the public sphere. But the street side of me would say, Charlie, Kennedy Japan so the master. So if Anas is saying anything and he does not agree to it, I don't see why he's trying to cover up so much when anytime someone brings an accusation, he doesn't even say anything. So what's the point? Like,
do you also think that what Anas is doing by exposing people with what is going on in the whole political side, do you think them laying off people of their job based on what is happening is the right thing and the right path he's taking?
Well, if you chop money in a public office where you think say you be bigger than God, of course they will lay you off. Plus, what I want to add is that every single thing that's going on, it's not like people don't know. People know. Ghanaians know. We all know what's going on. We all go to the passport office. We all go to schools. We all know. But then when Anas brings it out, then we act surprised and go like, we are shocked. Then we know. So we should stop acting like we don't know. We know. So, Charlie, what's happening should happen. They should lay people off. They should cut out people because we are tired of them.
Okay, and lastly, what about the EC boss and her two members? You think it's political or there's something more to it that we don't know about?
Charlie, as for that one there, that woman, I love her, so I don't know if you talk anything about them. But, well, let's see. I mean, it just started. Let's see what happens, right? We never know.
All right, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Me paucho me pesa me bisa say Kennedy Japan any Anas issue no who ne saying
personally who say a tick for that because me say Anas from a time memorial no he's doing well and I think say what he's doing is because at the end of the day no he is trying to expose a certain things that people doing underground yenim. So if you be a juma na say juma no your conscience is right. I think irrespective of being meeting men so anyway and my following to victim.
So now only Kennedy Japan Moko the way they are going up and down with this issue no saying, how do you really, what's your take on it? Sena Abias Kennedy or the Equina or the Fasono?
Oh, I know what I believe that what Kennedy is doing is not the right way.
And I'm a patch or more lose like Sena Anas Eddie and Semebano, and I hear Saki amount for free or wage memo. You think, say, they are Nasi and a year, say, or the Niama way by a Pamo Mufage Mewana?
Of course, because if we are using taxpayers' money to pay you to do the right thing. Now, I see so suffer can be so any right things. I believe it's in the right direction.
The EC boss, you know, she's been laid off with her two other members or deputies or whatever. Do you think it's a political issue or there's something more to it that we don't know?
Personally, I think it's a political issue because from the time the woman was elected as a EC chairperson. There has been an agitation on her till this time. So may I find the process as the mere procedure to just eliminate her.
Boss, I'd say. Boss, me pacho me pesa me bisa say Kennedy Japan any Anas or issue no say sisi akodu court. What do you say?
My journey is to me Kennedy Japan and Anas is doing a good job. Kennedy Japan is the video about well say Anas echo investigation that's why exposing incrophobia say omo corrupt na Kennedy Japan so the video about you say Anas also is corrupt say ampa say Anas so Jessica wa man for now one show on videos I don't think it's fair then ejuma na oye na ejuma no esinto wo nemo say fair say ejuma na oye no videos a onya no nyina no one Jessica nemo odini nyina ebetu abonti expose omo a corrupt and someone disca or a chronomono. I think say is the best thing. But the whole Anas and Kennedy Japotiano me issues about Ghana Chromo Abibri Yenina YTTB. Eba media for Besum ye day 1, day 2, day 3, Ebeka sa at a full betomuna na jatu not Sassam no, you know, acquire with. So going around beside Crawford about Anas any friends Kennedy Japan some no. A year by a convention, you know, because we are a kind of the Americans here, no, or China, Anasa Semi, Emisata, Diabeja Gum, Ayira, Fufro Beba, and also Bejira, Colibus and Sembe. So, say media for mobile fans says, Assembly back now, mobile sum say, DSC, no, we find a solution to the problem. Baby, I say, Yedia Samonotuno, Yedibesi Honoma, I think say a but going around asking people about what is going on without solution, I don't think say is the best.
So you think that what Anas is doing by exposing other people, you think he's forcing them to take the bribe? Do you think it makes him also corrupt? What he's doing is it good or not?
I don't think so.
You think what he's doing is good?
I don't think so. What I think is that say when you corrupt na say ebia obi edi ade bi bro say jiwe say wonpa wonje because nobody can love his enemy or her enemy. Enti say obi edi ade bi bro na say side no you are not entitled to and say you don't like it or you don't accept it. The moment you accept it, it means that you like it, and that is how you are.
So you think what Anas is doing is the right thing? So they're laying off people off work, sacking people off work based on what Anas is doing. You think the way he's going about it is the right way?
Who's sacking people from work?
With what Anas is doing, they're sacking people with the whole corruption issue. So with the video, the number 12 video, for instance, you see they sack certain people from work, right? So do you think the way he's going about, is it the right way to go?
The way Anas is going, yeah, the way Anas is going is the right, but it's up to Omwa. They are in positions to handle those issues. No, they have to know how to go about it. So okay, yes, in Crawford corrupt. Is it true that the rest of other workers, no, are they also corrupt? If they are not corrupt, why should you sack them?
Do you think Anas himself is corrupt?
Okay, I haven't caught Anas with any corruption, so I can't say Anas is corrupt.
Good afternoon. Please, I would like to know your take on the Kennedy Japan and Anas issue at the moment.
While Kennedy Japan and Anas issue, I think because Kennedy Japan's name was mentioned in the tape, that's why he was reacting in such a manner. But supposing his name is not involved, I think he will keep silent because we heard the first one, the parliamentary one, which didn't come out anyway. But the other ones, which his name is not mentioned, he didn't react. But because this one, because his name is mentioned, that's why.
Do you think that what Anas is doing by exposing people in the political side, do you think it's a good thing? Because a lot of people are being laid off at work. Do you think what he's doing is good, or is he on the right path?
I don't think Anas is doing something political, because in Atami's area, he did the same thing, and people are losing their job because they are corrupt. If you are not corrupt and you've been exposed in such a manner, you won't be worried. Because you are corrupt, that's why you are worried.
Finally, what's your take on the EC boss? You know, she was laid off with her two other. Yeah. Yes. Do you think it's an inside thing, or a political thing, or is something that just came out of the blue that led to that?
You see, when you are in the opposition and you started saying something, maybe you'll be saying it at the blue. Yes. But in the long run, the things happen. Anybody would think it's a political, because when the MPP was in proposition, they make it clear that whenever they come to power, they will sack, they make sure the EC box will go away. So I think in this case, they intentionally went inside the commission, find the MPP people over there, instigate them, advise them to do something so that something will corrupt. So those two deputies, no, for me, I think they were doing something for the woman to be sacked. In the long run, the woman too has an evidence. Yeah, so it's to brought them inside. So in this case, all of them have been sacked.
Boss, good afternoon. Question on Kennedy Japan, any Anas or issue na call up and down. What you saying?
Oh, ubetambuza. Oh, no no. Issue na e cause say here the Anas here no e boa o man no. So enti kemesre onabo kan Japan say one day onya butransa because yes na ma o man no corruption na o man panyin pese okutia no enti nkum because the Anas here no miam jije ni say boa amakata hye no ekofom because starting from habo ho de custom for ni ade no na requirement ase onabo kan Japan ade na dada nyina o ma out na nansen ya o start ya o yesa na ma no mintimenti na se
no se na Anas okono ye leyi amanfo off wejubemu ye pama amanfo wo feel say ono Anas no ye corrupt or for say amanfo je bribe no to make it look say omo ankasa na ye corrupt na say dem, because at the end of the day ye pama omo free ejubemu wo dream say the o ye na okay ana.
Oh, say kata say anyone fa me gidi say obi for so say chinchina jiska kra na anya de abaji because judges ne de no me say judge ni baba ko bi omukọ ma ne wa accept omu we no wono so nipa enkono so betumaje enso na me say corruption no eni na afanti no won so wono wanje anya ade nyina na ye beche wa because asem so wo ansa na sa achede no ebeba enti se bibisa na Ghanaians ya yate corruption ache yatia enti se samre no anase etu ho na mo ne se ono abeheda describe do se je na so beje dia na se wonu nipa no corruption na yeka no woye so because asem no yaka yate Ghana ko mpanyimfo ye corruption Ghana fo mpanyimfo enti se anase amfa sa kwa wezu a ebeden na yaje de se ensem na yeka fa mpanyimfo no ho no eye ne kure enti anase ndie me de mi hu boni bia ho
enti unfilisa anase ankaso no you corrupt
nipa de obia emfomso kakra wo ho de but de wo ye no me eboa o man ntimi de mi hu no no even se ono kra ye corruptor o sa ye adwuma e de aboa o man no enti se obi so o ye anase corruptor na ka ono so emi hu adekode poti anase so ya ye nyina ye o man mu nanka ye hu se na eko
and finally the EC boss no won say ya pam onu ne djuma ye fo no wodwe hu say e political na say bibi kakra e fa
oh EC boss no de minimu bebebe but mate kakra fa mu say ensensem bi one ne deputy no ensensem bi ama ababo ntia ma yin ya so atika
sensem to sensem be
say sikasem bi me mate hu bi sa na fa maso ba me de minim emunsem pi
unim say political na say obi na nkofo me no mo pese omo ye bi no mo yin ni free adwuma mu ana say
oh ne de minim sa because asem no say ekokot me boa ansa na judgment aba say me yes na mate no me say ja some medical culture me kind newspapers the be ken kana na so me miti kakra enti no say eye no kre say enye empanyifo mi na head akotra se apam no na say asem na ko ene mra no ese say dia me ni ho asem bia metima kan fa ho.
Okay, what's up, boys? Good afternoon. Please, I would like to know your opinion on the Anas and the Kennedy Japan issue.
My opinion on Anas issue. Anas is doing fantastic job for we the citizens because me like this, I'm a lay person. I can't go far as our Anas, our own Anas has done. So what Anas has done, in fact, we appreciate it very much.
Do you think what he's doing concerning the whole thing, and they are sacking people from work based on what is happening in the political arts, do you think it's a good thing that he's doing by them laying off the workers?
Not necessarily they should lay off the workers, but we should get a reform. We have to do a reform. Without that, this thing will continue. So it's good. They have to change because as I say, so baby sa, so no bon until they have to, change.
Don't you think Anas is also corrupt by doing what he's doing by exposing these people?
No. Anas is not corrupt. Anas is not corrupt. It's like you want to find something because every time, every day, bring evidence. And right now the evidence has been shown. I quite remember Zongo. Zongo has been saying this: there's corruption, but without the evidence, in fact, and we thank God. Thank you, madam.
What's your opinion on the EC and the layoff?
The EC, in fact, I quite remember before the election, they've been threatening. Even before our president, Nana Addo Dankwa, came, he said he doesn't have confidence in our military or the officers. And they try to form their own, their own forcemen, which is very bad. That means he doesn't trust the forces in Ghana.
Good afternoon, boss. What's your opinion on Kennedy Japan and Anas issue back and forth?
Well, I think it's very interesting. It's a developing story, and so it's very interesting. On one angle, Anas's story seeks to unveil the rot in the system, and Kennedy Japan's issue is to watch who is actually trying to uncover the rot in the system. So, like I said, it's very interesting. We've actually seen Anas's expose, and it's for the good of the public. as compared to Kennedy Japan's own, is more like in a more selfish interest, if I should put it that way, because a lot of people actually watched the video and they were not so much happy about it. Just yes, there are fans of Kennedy Japan that believes that yes, anybody who watches another person must also be watched. So yeah, like I said, it's a developing story and it's very interesting.
Okay, so you just said anybody who watches another person must also be watched. So do you think that with what Anas is doing, do you think he's corrupt? The way he's going about it, they are laying people off work. The way he's going, do you think he's going in a wrong way, in a corrupt way, or you think what he's doing is right?
Well, I think what he's doing is right, because let's face it, the Constitution actually protects some people. Constitutionally, some people are protected. We look at the executive, we look at the legislature, we look at the judiciary. You actually see that the Constitution actually protects them. So for you to be able to know what goes on within their cycle is very difficult. So to be able to know some of these things, actually the law actually allow journalists to be able to go into the system to use analysis methodology to be able to unveil certain things for the good of the public.
So now, with what Anas is doing, what if he's also going about giving people money just to expose that side of them, for people to see that this is who they are actually?
Of course, and that people have to come with evidence.
You think what he's doing is the right thing to do?
Like I said, his methods are the only way to actually unveil the rot in the system. But if there is somebody or a section of the public that believes that Anas is not actually doing what he's supposed to do, then yes, he or she must come with empirical evidence to really show that Anas is biased. Anas is, who is really not. He's actually saying he is. So yes.
Lastly, what's your opinion on the EC boss and the current situation at the moment? What do you think is political, or there is more to what that is happening?
Of course, the EC case is another interesting thing. I think we must actually look at what the law says, what the Constitution says, and so for me, the president actually acted in his right as the president, and so the EC's removal for me is constitutional. So if there is somebody who believes that it is unconstitutional, we have a lot of systems. The courts are there for redress. So yes, then it can be challenged, and then let's see how that goes. But as long as I am concerned, it is in the right of the president to actually do so.
We just met this gentleman here who's lost his daughter at the hospital based on the fact that there are no beds in the hospital. What are your takes on these issues going? People are dying every day. Like I said, he just lost his daughter. So let's ask him more questions, what and how he sees the current situation towards these issues.
Madam, this issue, I quite remember 8 years back, I lost my daughter due to this no bed. But I could see that it's not the fault of, how do you call it, the doctors, by the highest authority and the nurses. The nurses, they don't care. They don't care for anyone. They just come to the work, be pressing their phone and the rest before you realize either your daughter or your son or your father will pass away. So this issue, in fact, I don't want to comment on it too much because it's hurting me. Since 2010, it's hurting me. This is the time they've realized that they have to do something. We went to dialysis. And they're telling us we should deposit 50 million. And this 50 million, I was telling them, oh, boss, exactly. We try as much as possible before we solicited the fund. That's a week time. So we had the 50 million. So we started going to dialysis. First week, 10 million is gone.
How old was your daughter?
The
age, yes.
Old. By 2010, because by 2010, she was 17 years old. So by now she would have completed the university because she was going to university first day before she passed away on this issue. You see, and in fact, it's very, very hurting. It's very, in fact, I don't want to comment because that's why I'm happy myself.
Were you refunded the whole expenses at the hospital? Were you paid back?
Yeah, because out of 10 million, remaining 40 million. But the 40 million, they were telling me you should go and take form, go and free form, go there and come here. And I told them, my friend, the time I was telling people you should consider me, you start the processing. But I'll be saying no. Right now, she has passed away. You are telling me I should go and take form, go here and come here. No. So I told them I'm going to the mortuary and come back. Before I'll be back.
So when you took her to the hospital, did she die immediately just because there was no bed, or you had, what did you do?
There was no bed, so I called my mate, one of the doctors. I thought, it's my mate. And I told, oh, doc, they said there's no bed, though. So we're going back home. We've reached Kolibu traffic light, and the doctor told me that I should come back. So we went back to the emergency ward. All of a sudden, before we saw the doctor, oh doc, there's a bed. Fine. So do everything, and the doctor went away. Later, the nurses was trying to insult me. Say, my friend, insult me if you don't take care. By tomorrow morning, we will be sacked. Because it's very painful. They don't work. When they go to work at night, they'll be pressing their phone, jolly. Come on there. Come on, it's very hurting, brother, sister. It's very, very hurting.
Please accept my condolence on your daughter's death. But what would you tell the government or the public as a whole? What advice would you like to give to the hospitals or government? What would you think? What would you want to help us?
They know. We voted them to that side. So they know. Even I'll give an example. This, how do you call it? Lagos Hospital. They are doing politics with that. Politics. We shouldn't be so. You know? I mean, our big men, they are putting on the tire, but they are all criminals. They are all criminals. Criminals. Yes. They don't do the right thing. The right thing must be done. That's why we voted them there. Me, I can't go to the parliament. Oh, me, I can't speak English. I don't go to the parliament to talk that big English. They're quoting. That quoting, we don't understand. They should come down to the grassroots to explain. Yes, we are suffering. Oh, yeah, suffer. In Penifonu.
So your advice to the general public on this issue is?
To me, 2020, the parliamentarians, their family, they should go and vote for them over there. Yes, the parliament, their daughters, their family, they should vote for them. We are not fools to vote for them so that they will come and tell us that, come on, enjoy, how do we call it? V8. Today we setting in V8. Tomorrow when we see you, hey, I don't know. But we voted them to that side. It's very, very annoying, sister. See, madam, it's very, very annoying to do that. So if all of us are going to sit at the parliament, who will drive them? They are all criminals. We the artisans, we have to be the nation. We the artisans, the carpenters, the masons, the plumbers, and the community. They have to beat Ghana. But not the people sitting in the office putting on time. Yeah, because I said. No, the 2 zeros account. Man, is very, very annoying.
You need to calm down.
2 zeros. I say, hey. You don't know.
You need to calm down. Please accept my condolence. So calm down. I'm sure by the end of 2020, everything will be settled. You understand? I heard the sad story of the man who lost his daughter about 8 or 7 years ago based on the fact that there are no beds in the hospital. What are the governments doing about this? Please, let's do something about our beds in the hospital. Thank you.